friends. Before we get into episode 11, if you quickly go back and watch the special recap video released on our Kadhatellaporom channel, you can get up to date on all the important names and facts of the first 10 episodes. Now, shall we dive into today's episode? Last week, we saw our hero Vandiyathevan charge his spear at the crocodile to save the girls from the danger. But why did those cries turn into laughter? To understand this, author Kalki takes us through two flashbacks. Firstly, he takes us back to Kundavai and Vanati in the swan-shaped boat sailing on the river Arasalare. When they reached the banks, Kundavai instructed only Vanati to accompany her to Kumbakonam astrologer's house and left the rest of the girls in the riverbank assigned with a secret task. Once Kundavai and Vanati's chariot was out of sight, one of the girls said, "No, this isn't fair. Why does Vanati alone get to go everywhere with the Princess Kundavai?" Said with a twinge of jealousy. "Ha! I don't think it is Kundavai's fault. It's all the tricks of our swooning damsel, Vanati. She made Prince Arunmozhivarman himself to pay her a visit the day she fainted at the sight of him," said one woman. Anyway, what's it to us? Let's finish our task in hand," said another young woman in response. They lifted a veil hiding something in the boat. It was a well-preserved stuffed crocodile that looked authentic and lifelike. It had a bad teeth and looked scary. They took it from the boat and placed it on the bank, making it look real and ready to attack them. Are you all wondering why Kundavai instructed them to do this? This is where the author flings us into another flashback. 12 years before our story began, while Emperor Sundara Cholar was hale and healthy, he aimed to expand the Chola dynasty in every direction. Because his father Arunjayar sat the throne for only a year and died in a war. Before him, his brother Kandaraditya was devoted to religion more than politics and failed to expand the territory. By then, the surrounding enemies of the Chola dynasty built their strength and stood powerful, out of which the most important rival was Madurai's Pandya Emperor Veerapandiyar. When Sundara Cholar went to war with Veerapandiyar, Emperor Mahindan of Ceylon, now is known as Sri Lanka, allied with the Pandya forces. And yet, Sundara Cholar's army overpowered both Veerapandiyar's army and Mahindan's army. Veerapandiyar was wounded in the battlefield and hid in a desert cave. And what was left of Mahindan and his army retreated back to Ceylon. Sundara Cholar wanted to strike when the iron was still hot and break their union forever. And so he sent an armada to Ceylon led by Vanati's father, Kodumbalur Ilayavelar. But to the Chola's misfortune, a big storm held most of the ships with its soldiers in the sea, and only a couple of ships reached Ceylon. Though the Cholas fought bravely, they were vastly outnumbered by Mahindan's army and was defeated easily. Vanati's father died in the same battle. Hearing the Cholas' defeat in Ceylon soil, Pandyas too waged a war on the Cholas. But fueled by rage and revenge, Chola army wiped the Pandya army to pieces. A severely wounded Veerapandiyar was taken to safety in a garden house by his royal guards. But soon this was discovered by the Chola troops, and Prince Aditya Karikalan entered the house and beheaded Veerapandiyar. Does this feel like deja vu? You're right. We heard this very same story from Nambi too, remember? Yes, the person who entered Nandini's house and beheaded Veerapandiyar was none other than Prince Aditya Karikalar, who sent Vandiyathevan on his mission from Kanji to Tanjavur. Though Sundara Chola did see a major victory on one side, he still couldn't put his mind to rest about his defeat at the hands of Mahindan and his army on the other side. He wished to send another army to Ceylon, but by then Aditya Karikalar was busy with other affairs in the north. While he wondered who to assign the task, his younger son, Arulmozhivarman, volunteered. Arulmozhivarman has never had a task as big as this before, but Kundavai assured her father that her younger brother is quite up to the task, and Sundara Cholar agreed. Arulmozhivarman started preparing his troops to leave for Ceylon. On the day of his departure, all the people in the palace and the town gathered at the gates to give him a huge send-off. All the young maids stood in line with their aartis. Aartis are a plate decorated with auspicious things and an oil lamp offered to ward off evil and bring good luck. One among them was Vanadi. As Arulmozhivarman slowly crossed each young woman and got closer and closer to her, Vanati started feeling dizzy, light in her head. She dropped her aarti with a loud clang and fell on the ground. Everyone started worrying, really a bad omen. But a religious elder present in the crowd noticed that the oil lamp still burned brightly and said, "Oh, isn't that a very good sign? We couldn't have asked for a better luck," he assured. And so, everyone breathed a sigh of relief and went back to their jobs. Kundavai instructed Vanadi to be taken back to the women's chambers, and she followed them to check on her. Vanadi started to surface from her fainting spell. She realized that she's lying next to Kundavai. Embarrassed, she struggled to get on her feet quickly, but she still hasn't recovered her strength. Kundavai assured that everything is okay and commanded Vanati to rest some more. Since his dear sister Kundavai was missing in the send-off party, Arulmozhivarman directly came to the women's chambers to bid his final goodbyes to his sister. Seeing Vanadi resting on his sister's lap, Arulmozhivarman inquired, "Isn't she Kodumbalur Ilayavelalar's daughter Vanati?" Even in the semi-conscious state, Vanati felt a chill down her spine, and when she heard Arulmozhivarman say her name, "Maybe since I am leaving to Ceylon, she was reminded of her father, so she fainted," he added. "Okay, Akka, everyone is waiting. I will leave now. Next time, when you write to me, do let me know if she's feeling better," said Arulmozhivarman, looking at Vanati. Other young women who were watching this exchange were burning with envy. Kundavai gave her brother a warm send-off and he left. So, what is the link between this incident and the crocodile drama in the riverbank? You guys have to wait for the next episode from Kadhatellaporom. See you soon. Bye.